ancient lake. Fossil Canyon. Jungle Falls. Top volcano. Whale Bay. Pirate Lagoon.
Get ready! Go! Yippee! Yahoo! Yippee! Wahoo!
Christmas Island.
Get ready! Go! What day?
Treasure cave.
Get ready! Go! What day?
Trophy race. Everfrost Peak.
Get ready! Go!
Walrus Cove.
Get ready! Go!
Snowball Battle.
Get ready! Go! Yahoo! Whoa! Yahoo! Hey! Wow! Yippee!
Lap 2. Frosty Village.
Get ready! Go!
Lap 2. Trophy race. Trophy race. Boulder Canyon.
Get ready! Go!
Greenwood Village.
Get ready! Go!
Windmill Plains.
Get ready! Go!
Haunted Woods.
Get ready! Go!
Trophy Race. Space Dust Alley.
Get ready! Go! What?
Forgotten Caverns.
Get ready! Go!
Star City.
Get ready! Go!
Spaceport Alpha.
Get ready! Go!
Hello, hello. Sorry about that. I guess I could have hopped on a commentary, but I wasn't feeling so good. But it looks like no one else is going to jump on here, so I'll do my best to commentate. I'll try my best to avoid coughing into the mic all the time. But yes, so we just saw FozzyRTA pull out victory in Game 1, and both racers, I would say, meauxdal actually, he seemed a little bit faster, but he had a couple bigger mistakes. So I think anything can happen in Game 2 here, so it's going to be really interesting to see. I think one of the biggest problems meauxdal had in his first race was he had like a 20-second time loss in Hot Top Volcano because he kept getting wrong weight. So if he can avoid that this time, he'll be able to keep pace with Fozzy a little bit better. So yeah, this is a Group A matchup. It's the group that I'm also in as well. I actually still need to race Fozzy. I've raced the other two in my group, but I have not raced Fozzy yet. So that's one thing that I need to do. So yeah, it looks like we're about to get started on Game 2. If there's anybody in chat that has any questions, feel free to ask in chat, and I'll do my best to answer it. Fozzy asks, when are we racing? We can schedule it for next week sometime. Hit me up on that Discord, and we can figure it out. I like to schedule my races like one at a time, like in a week. A lot of people have been like racing, like doing all the races like in clusters, but I've been trying to keep it like one a week. So yeah, Fozzy, just let me know when's good for you next week, and we'll do it up. So yeah, so we'll start with the dyno. And yeah, like I said, meauxdal looked good. He just needs to clean up a little bit of like just clean up the mistakes a little bit. Fozzy, I don't think was going as fast as meauxdal, but he was very consistent. You know, less mistakes there, and not really giving meauxdal an opportunity to catch up. What's world record in all trophy races? World record is 23:50 by Mrs. Gazamaluk. Never watched DKR speedruns. DKR is a great speed game. I personally think it's much better than like any other racing game because there's like a lot of like hidden like tech and like some cool like mechanic abuse that you can do in this game. Plus there's like also the out of bounds clips and stuff, which makes it kind of interesting as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy the next race. Yeah, Joshua, it's a lot of fun. It's a very difficult game, but excuse me. But yeah, lot of fun. A lot of work goes into being good at the game, but you know, with every little achievement, feels really good. Runners are mashing A to accelerate, right? Yeah, kinda. It's not so much a mash, it's more of like a rhythmic tapping. It actually doesn't matter like how fast you tap the A button. The most important part is that you don't hold the A button for longer than a frame. So with the drift strat, it can spin out by drifting too long, correct? What is done to prevent spinning? Okay, so when you initiate a drift, you can like I call it a counter drift. I don't really know what it's called, but like you drift and then you hold the opposite direction to kind of like change the so that you can drift a little wider. But if you counter drift too much, then you will spin out. But all you have to do is like you kind of like counter drift and then let go and then counter drift again, and then like it's fine. You just can't hold the opposite direction of your turn for too long. What happens if they hold A for longer than a frame? Okay, so the reason why we tap the A button in this game is because the developers made it so that when you let go of the A button before you go over a zipper, you get like a faster boost. And the reason for this is because it actually gives you a little bump in speed when you let go of the accelerator before dropping back down. And when going over a zipper, you get the more speed you have going into a zipper, the more boost you'll get out of it. So that's kind of the mechanic they designed. But what we do is we abuse that by tapping A over and over again. We kind of get that boost in speed like all the time, so we can actually increase our overall top speed. If you hold the A button for longer than a frame, then it basically like it reduces that that effect of that you're trying to like keep to. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but basically you're trying to increase your top speed by using this mechanic. And it doesn't work if you hold the button for longer than a frame. Yeah, ghillie guide, counter steer is what I meant. Yeah, you got it. What is the FPS of this game? I think it's 30, but it's pretty laggy too, so a lot of frame drops. Okay, so Fozzy out to a bit of a lead. There is a bit of a desync, but yeah, Fozzy still has a bit of a lead here. Now this is where meauxdal had trouble in his first race. He needs to pretty clean Hot Tub Volcano here. Okay, he's out of bounds. Now he just needs to hit the checkpoints. Excuse me. Who got wrong wayed? I looked away for a second, guys. Oh, I guess it was Fozzy, because that's who we're listening to. So what kind of ribbon do you use to mash the A button? Ribbon? I don't know, I don't understand what you're saying. Ribbon? What kind of ribbon do you use? Tapping A works in all vehicles, although the timing is a little different. But yeah, it's used in all vehicles. Oh, rhythm. Like I said, the rhythm doesn't really matter, just as long as you're not holding the button down longer than a frame.
Whale Bay.
Is there a reason that each player is using TT? Yeah. I mean, simple answer is that he's the most, like he's the fastest character, pretty much. He's super overpowered, compared to everyone else. Like, his top speed is like 5, his acceleration is like 4, or something like that, and his handling is like in the middle, which is perfect for this. Okay, so Modal's still a little bit behind here.
Pirate Lagoon.
Alright. I've also noticed that Modal uses the boost in some kind of weird places. He's not really using like the strats that we usually see. Okay, Fozzy with the 25 first lap. Let's see what Modal's first lap is here. It's 23. Okay, so he gained a little bit of time there. And a 24 for Fozzy. He needs this balloon. Okay, Modal's got the balloon. Okay, Modal having a much better Pirate Lagoon than Fozzy is. He's gonna gain some time on him here.
Christmas Island.
Oh, come on. Come on, Modal. Okay. I still think he had a better race than Fozzy. This is still really close. If I can remember correctly, Modal had a stronger Crescent Island in the first race, but he just kind of got hung up on the slope there, and he missed the first zipper. That's not good. Modal getting caught up on the walls here. I think, like, a dangerous thing that Modal is doing is he's, like, on that first zipper, he's, or not the first zipper, I guess it's the second zipper, he's, like, drifting over it. That's, like, generally you don't want to do that, because you can actually, like, skip right over it. That might have been what happened on his first lap. How did you get into the game, and from what you have heard, what is the most common thing that brings folks to this game? Well, I can't speak for everybody, but Diddy Kong Racing is just my favorite racing game, like, of all time. It was my favorite game, like, favorite racing game growing up. I thought, like, the adventure mode was, like, super cool. Like, no other racing game, like, had that. Yeah, I just loved it. And then when I discovered speedrunning, like, one of the first runs that I saw was, like, Tofu's SGDQ run, which I'm sure, like, was many people's introduction to speedrunning. But that was like, seeing all the tricks that you could do and, like, all the out of bounds clips and stuff like that. It just looked really cool, and when I started actually like running myself. This was definitely like a game that was on my list. Do they have to be first place in every track? No, they don't. They actually don't have to be first place in every track. Obviously that's what you want, because that means you've done it like the fastest that you could. But it's not required in this category to be first place all the time. Alright, so this is Everfrost Peak. This is a pretty tough level, especially for, you know, some like newer runners. Because the plane is a very intricate vehicle. It's unique in that you can actually like create your own speed by chaining barrel rolls. So you kind of have to you kind of get through these tracks by chaining boosts and barrel rolls, and yeah, it can be pretty difficult. Like we see Fozzy's time coming up. You know, Fozzy got a 124, so like you typically see like top tier runners getting times of like 1 minute, like a little over 1 minute there. So like 20 seconds can be saved. Played this when it first came out. Such a great game. Yeah, I agree, 100%. It's a fantastic game. Alright, so still really close. You know, a little less than a lap behind. Still with lots of racing to go. Only played the DS version. It wasn't that good. I may get the N64 version. Please do. If the only Diddy Kong racing experience you have is on the DS, like, you for sure need to remedy that by getting the N64 version, because the DS version is absolute trash. It's garbage. Alright. So Fozzy's finished with Walrus Cove. Oh, little landing on the ice there. Alright, so yeah, meauxdal about 20 seconds behind. Nice oil slick on Fozzy's screen. That's kind of a bummer. I had a broken touchscreen too, so I couldn't complete the stupid balloon missions. Dang. Yeah, well, luckily N64 has no touch or motion controls, so no issues there. You should definitely pick up this game. It's great. Is there RNG to where the NPCs drop oil slicks and whatnot? Yes. But you can typically anticipate it. The thing about this game is that the NPCs pretty much react to whatever you are doing. So if you do the same thing like over and over again, you can expect them to react similarly. So like for example, on the second lap here, Fozzy didn't get the shield, and you can almost guarantee that there's like going to be some junk here. Like there's 2 mines there, 3 mines. So like that stuff you can kind of expect. And there's just tracks like that where you know that there's going to be junk on the track. But there's definitely some random stuff that happens too. So let's see, meauxdal also doesn't have shield, but he got lucky there. Alright, so Fozzy moving on to Dragon Forest. Oh, see? Okay, so that last corner there, you don't want to cut that corner too sharp, because there's a spot there where your wheel can actually clip into the ground and just send you right into the water, and that's exactly what happened to meauxdal. So, yeah. meauxdal starting Dragon Forest. This is Boulder Canyon, probably my favorite hover track in the game. Probably one of the coolest looking levels, and it also has great music. Do bananas make you go faster? Yes. So every banana that you collect to a maximum of 10 increases your top speed and acceleration. So generally you want to get to 10 bananas as fast as possible. So you'll see them try to route in grabbing 10 bananas, usually like on the first lap.
Greenwood Village.
Alright, so Fozzy's still maintaining his lead. That was a nice end section for meauxdal. He was flying right through those last few turns. Alright, so Fozzy had a 29 first lap. Let's see what meauxdal gets. I'm inspired to enter the next tourney, and I don't even speedrun this game yet. Do it! Yeah, I think a good place to start would be to join the DKR Discord. And it's really easy to get into, man. Like, you know, we welcome all skill levels. Anything that you have questions about, like, we're all usually pretty good in the Discord, you know, helping each other out and stuff. So that's probably the best thing you can do if you're interested at all in running this game.
Windmill Plains.
Kind of scared of the out-of-bounds tricks. That's totally understandable. I mean, there's an out-of-bounds trick on this plane level, but you'll see that Fozzy and meauxdal don't go for it. So that's kind of like the nice thing about this game, is that you don't need them to complete a run. and you can kind of learn them at your own pace. The Hot Top Volcano Out of Bounds trick is like super easy. So you shouldn't really have anything to worry about there. And the Spaceport Alpha trick is actually only available on the Japanese. So if you don't have the Japanese version, you don't even have to worry about that one. I would say don't worry about it. I would say, like, if you're interested in playing this game, just play the game. And, you know, if you feel like taking it a step further, then, you know, those tricks are there that you can learn. Start elevating your game a little bit. But you definitely don't need them to compete. Yeah, so like if anybody's interested in the Discord, if you go to the speedrun.com/DKR page, under resources you can find a link to join the Discord. So I highly encourage anybody who is interested in running this game to join. And play it with music on. Well, yeah, Fozzy's being a nice guy and he's playing with music. Generally in this category we'll turn music off because music generates lag. But yeah, Fozzy's nice enough to play the game with music on for all you fine folks. What does the nuke do? You just shoot the rocket and hit someone. And then it causes them to, like, spin out and all that stuff. Those 2 bananas. Music too good to turn off, yeah. When I do runs of this category, I'll like turn off the game music, but I'll still listen to the soundtrack. Because how can you not, right? It's so good. Alright, so both of our racers still, like, on the same track. Yeah, I like Haunted Woods. Haunted Woods is great. Like, I like the track and I like the music.
Trophy race. Space Dust Alley.
Who is the best character besides TT? Excuse me. You could probably go with, like Banjo, Drumstick, Bumper. Those are probably all good options if you don't have TT. Or if you're trying to unlock TT. Alright, so this is Space Dust Alley. The most difficult track in the game, probably. Every little mistake here is, like, super costly, so... yeah. Generally, this is where we start runs, because this is where we reset the most. Fozzy's choking. Let's see. I've been watching meauxdal the last little bit. Fozzy's still ahead by a little bit. He hits the, like, electricity thing or whatever. I don't know what those are supposed to be. But yeah, meauxdal not too far behind. Yeah, although he missed both of those boosts. Oh yeah, meauxdal got shot down there. who organizes the races on speed gaming. Well, I think speed gaming is ran by Feasel, and he's got, you know, staff that take care of that. But this particular tournament was actually organized by a DKR community member named Bandau. So kind of like Bandau in partnership with Feasel and his staff have been able to get this tournament going and broadcast it on the speed gaming channels. It's kind of cool. If you don't follow the speed gaming channels, you definitely should. There's speed gaming and speed gaming 2, 3, and 4. So follow all of them. They've always got like some like tournaments going on and some like race showcases and all that fun stuff. Oh, that was a harsh section for Fozzy. I think meauxdal might be catching up slightly. Let's see. I mean, we're getting down to the wire. He's got two races left here. Okay. Okay, Fozzy's done. He's moving on to Star City. meauxdal not too far behind. You know, anything could happen here on Star City. You could, I mean, it's possible to fall off the bridge, and doing that would lose a lot of time, so let's see. Is it faster to drive against the wall in the loops? Yeah, so in the loops, oh, Fozzy falls off the bridge. Yeah, so when you're going on the loops, you want to hold to the right. Fozzy having a tough Star City here, allowing meauxdal to catch up a little bit. Oh, meauxdal gets hit by a mine as well. Alright. Fozzy hits one last mine, and now he's moving on to the last race. Spaceport Alpha. Now there's an out of bounds clip here, so, you know, if Fozzy misses this, it's a chance for meauxdal to catch up. So let's see what happens. Alright, he's got the shield, he's got the balloon, or the boost, and he's out of bounds, no problem. Do I speed other rare games? Oh no, meauxdal misses the out of bounds. I don't... Oh wow, he got really lucky there. Wow. I don't speedrun other rare games, but I would like to get into Banjo-Kazooie at some point. It's on the list. That was crazy. meauxdal got incredibly lucky. But unfortunately, not enough. Fozzy wins, 29-32. That actually might be a PB for him. I don't know what... I know Fozzy has a 29, but I don't know if that's a PB. Okay, he just confirmed, yeah, in chat, that is a PB. Congrats, Fozzy. Oh no, meauxdal went too far out of bounds. He got sent back to the starting line. Alright. meauxdal's gonna go for it. He doesn't have the shield, and he gets shot down. See, that's why you need to grab the shield. So, rough finish for meauxdal, unfortunately. Alright, and that's it. So, Fozzy wins. I believe that's his first win in this tournament. I think he lost to his last race to Mano. Yeah, so that's his first win of the tournament. So congrats to Fozzy. And let's see what else is coming up. Alright, so after this we've got some Legend of Zelda randomizer. And wait, no, sorry. My apologies. We got some Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer. Speed Gaming 2, there's Zelda randomizer. And a little later on Speed Gaming, there's Super Metroid. And Final Fantasy 1 randomizer on Speed Gaming 4. So yeah, go check that out. Let's see what's going on with the rest of this tournament. I think we got some matches going on tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow we have 2 races happening simultaneously. We got Koi Conrad going against Javelin, and Blue Saints versus the world record holder Mrs. Gizamaluk, and then I believe that's it for tomorrow. So yeah, should be fun. That double race is going to be awesome. So definitely tune in for that. But yeah, I think I'm going to head off. I'm going to go rest my voice now. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.